Hey everybody, this is Skeet.
Mosh and Mikey over here.
We got the Moshmen Minutes this week.
Yeah, just a few nuggets for you.
Uh, Big news, if you're into punk rock, we got No Effects, Called It Quits
Yeah,
on October 6th.
long and storied career for Fat Mike and NoFX.
And they had a bunch of, I think they had Pennywise, and like the day before, they had the Vandals, Fishbone, uh, Buzzcocks, Less Than Jay. I mean, they had this festival that they were celebrating for like 3 days or some shit like that.
Yeah. He has a festival like that. They do like that every year, couple years or every year, or whatever. But this was the final
one. Yeah, they're
NoFX.
retired. They're done. But we've heard that before.
Yeah, we've heard that before. But I think a punk rock band's more likely to go through with it. And Fat Mike has actually, I just seen where on the news here that he's opening a punk rock museum in Vegas. So maybe he'll just be content with that and have people come there and play little intimate sets for him, whatever. So good on you, big Fat Mike back there. He had a good career. NoFX never quite got to the Offspring Green Day status, but I don't think they give a fuck. I really
Yeah, no, they're like underground anyways.
That's not what they're about. They were about having a good time. You see by all their friends that were there, the Descendants, who I've heard are like the holy grail of punk, and they were there, and Bad Religion, and
everybody was paying their respects and shit. That's awesome.
I seen a video. He had like I bet 200 or 300 people. All their families came on the stage with him.
Wow.
Behind them for the pretty cool little thing. So,
yeah. The next news, new Offspring dropped. Like yesterday. Today. I think it was yesterday. The 11th.
What's today?
Oh, you asked me too quick.
Well, I am too.
Today is the 11th.
So it drops today.
I'm going to be honest. I did a quick listen through. And it's like, okay, we heard 2 singles. I already kind of talked about them before.
Yeah.
And my thoughts on those songs. So I'm not going to go into that. Pretty much, if you listen to this straight through, once you hit Truth in Fiction, you start kind of capturing classic Offspring songs.
Yeah, I heard some reminiscence of older Offspring when I was listening through it.
So, like the early in this album, I was kind of like, nothing was really hitting home. But then once you hit that Truth in Fiction and Come to Brazil, were the kind of the 2 standout tracks where I kind of said, all right, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to listen to this and really give my time to it. But for a quick rundown, we kind of sat here and I went through every track and we just kind of listened to a little bit to see if it was yay or nay.
Yeah, so, a lot of whoas in there, but that's punk rock. That's
Offspring. They've got their background vocals in there.
So I mean, at least they're not changing their formula. They sounded a little more
polished.
Yeah, it just didn't have a bite to it there. Some songs ended up doing better, but I don't know what's up with it. I think maybe they don't want the bite. Maybe they want the lighter sounding punk. I don't know. Dexter, I had just recently seen Dexter live. I thought he sounded great, but he does not sound the way he did on that disc that we listened to. It was a little higher end, like they bumped his vocals up on almost an octave or something. But I mean, I didn't hate the album from what I've heard.
It's definitely a.
It's not Smash. It's not.
No, no.
Americana,
but it, like I said, once you hit that certain point in the album, then it was like, okay, that sounds a little bit more like the Offspring of old.
Yeah, it had a little more.
It had a little bit more of that old feel. So this might be a mixed album. Give it a shot if you're an Offspring fan. Definitely, you might as well check it out. I mean, the album they did before this, I was. Let the Bad Times Roll.
Yeah.
It wasn't an awful album.
I don't think I even spent much time with that one, to tell you the truth.
I actually gave that one a listen to a few times to get an honest, how do I feel about this? Because, I was a pretty big Offspring fan. Yeah. I liked a lot of fucking early Offspring. I loved a lot of it.
I'm more of a well-known Offspring kind of guy, except for like Bad Habit. Bad Habit wasn't a hit song, but it was.
No, but that was it's about like Moda.
Yeah.
Mota. Yeah.
Some of the best ones are the little bit underneath the radar, but hey, all their hit songs are fun. I mean, you can't really argue with the Offspring. I don't hear a hit like.
Yeah, there was nothing right now that kind of grabs you. I think that one that we had played and listened to and talked about.
Light It Up was one.
That's like their first singles that they released.
And those guys, in an interview I saw Dexter and Noodles do, those two songs are the ones they picked as their favorites off the album. So maybe they're doing that because they were singles. Maybe it's the way their direction they're trying to go a little lighter, because those are on the lighter end of the spectrum compared to the ones he was talking about, Truth and Fiction and Come to Brazil. I mean, I don't know what they're doing, but they're Offspring. They can do what they want. They've earned their
right. They've earned it. They've earned it.
The new drummer I know is he's a busy guy back there. I will say he's a young guy compared to, so he's probably pumping them full of some pep, but maybe they already had these songs written before that, and
yeah,
he's adding some flavor to it though. I think the drummer's a good thing right now.
And really, what's our last? I mean, the only thing that's happened big in music. Chris Christopherson.
Oh yeah, Chris Christopherson passed away at 88. He lived a good life. I mean, he was one of the highwaymen, So now you only got Willie. Willie's here.
Yeah, he's the only one.
You got Waylon gone, and then now Chris Christopherson's gone, and whoever the other one was. I forget who the other one was now. I'm blanking. But anyway. But Chris Christopherson, he was a good actor too. I loved him in A Star Is Born. He was in a couple other things, and good. 88 years old though, man. I'd be happy. I'd be a happy guy to live 88 with that kind of career, that kind of life. Yeah, it's bad for celebrities this month. So
yeah, there was some other celebrities.
A lot of deaths, and a couple of them were like expectable, but some were not. So yeah, his was. I didn't know if he was sick or anything, but still, you're 88, man. You did a good thing.
Well, and he wrote Me and Bobby McGee.
Yeah,
he wrote a song for Johnny Cash, and I actually saw
the other highwayman. Johnny Cash.
And they actually shared the day past. They shared a story where he had stolen a fucking military helicopter and flew it to Johnny Cash's house to present Johnny Cash with a song that he wrote for Johnny Cash.
Nifty. Yeah, I'd hate to see. Christopherson's got a lengthy list of songs he's wrote.
So he was kind of a badass, even though they kind of put him with the country genre. He fell into the country genre.
And I think he was a better songwriter than a singer by a far, because he didn't have like any big hits singing wise.
Well, and I mean he was a convoy too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he had some early movies that were kind of.
Yeah, Star Is Born was really good, and Convoy, and I think he had, a couple other movies hitting there. He was more of a songwriter-producer kind of guy, I think, but, he was still well-known, well-respected. So, yeah, it sucks, but, like I said, he lived a good life.
88, I could deal with 88.
For the lifestyle those guys have lived, to be 88 years old.
Well, and Willie, I just think Willie's still around because he's preserved so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think him and Keith Richards got
something, man. I think that, when Richard Simmons goes before.
Yeah.
Before Willie.
Willie's 91, man.
Oh my God.
Still kicking it. Still doing his thing.
Oh shit. Yeah, it kind of puts in context of the.
We were talking about death though.
Yes.
Frankie Valli came out with a statement saying that nobody is forcing him to be out there. No, he owes nobody no money. He just wants to perform for the people.
Yep, I guess we did talk about that, didn't we?
And I mean, I might buy it, but I mean, lip syncing that much is not really seeing you perform, in my book. Seeing you walk around at a very slow pace around stage with a microphone up here and your mouth not open. But I love Frankie, man. I mean, if he's wanting to do that at 90, God love him. People are still paying ticket prices to come see Jersey Boys. Why not? You know, why not? If he's not being forced to do it, I'm okay with it. If he is, that would have been a problem. Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's about the fucking news we got this week.
Yeah.
So, when there's stuff that pops up, we'll be doing more of these.
Yeah, and if you catch this and you want to catch our whole, we have whole episodes. It's our 45th. Isn't it 45 or 40?
I've lost
count. But it's neglected bands this week, so if you want to check that out on Rumble, YouTube, it's already there. They release on Fridays, but it's neglected bands. It's bands we didn't think got their due. That is our topic for this week. So if you're interested in this few minutes, please check out the long show. Check out the hour show and give feedback and chime in or share it with your friends or whatever. We appreciate it. We're just here talking music, man. It's a thing we like to do. So come enjoy it with us. Yeah.
So this is Skeets.
This is Mosh and Mikey.
See ya.
Peace out.